We're glad to have you back. Residents in Lawrence County came out today to find out more about the sale of a local piece of property.
Yeah, people want to know what will be built there and who the mysterious high bidder is. Ralph Iannotti has been following the story and has more on today's developments.
This quiet piece of property in Shenango Township is causing a loud uproar. It's the site of the former Newcastle Youth Development Center. It's been sold, but little is known about the high bidder, Hira Educational Services, and townspeople are suspicious. Tensions are running so high that today people were wanded with a metal detector before being allowed into a meeting of the Shenango Township supervisors. So many people showed up, in fact, that the fire department put up a safety limit of how many people were allowed inside the building. Others sat on chairs outside. Township supervisors started out by stressing they had nothing to do with the sale of the property.
The state of Pennsylvania decided the way the property would be sold. The state of Pennsylvania accepted the bids on the property.
Township supervisors say they too are looking for answers. Hira is a consultant group whose stated mission is to help Muslim schools in the United States. The company bid $400,000 on the property, but KDKA-TV has learned that the company claims only one employee who works out of an apartment in Newark, New Jersey, and the company has not reported income of more than $50,000 in tax years 12, 14, and 15. Shenango residents have concerns for various reasons.
Get this place sold to somebody else. Somebody has the money, to invest in there, and any bidder should be investigated.
What are the plans, the development plans that Hira has for these properties? I mean, you're talking 145 acres. Will a mosque be built?
We got to work together, and we got to make sure that we are alert to know what is our enemy, what is built around us.
I'm asking our governor, please, to make this null and void, set up a new bidding process.
3 state lawmakers, Senator Elder Vogel and State Representatives Chris Sonato and Aaron Bernstein, sent this letter to the governor asking him to void the sale. We took the people's concerns to the governor today. Governor Wolf told us he would have to look into it. But the Office of General Services, which approved the sale, tells KDKA-TV Hira's paperwork was in order. The company was vetted properly as far as the state was concerned. They were the highest bidder, and the state followed the law in approving the deal. Ralph Iannotti, KDKA-TV News.